What if everything you believe about the universe is wrong? From humans actually being aliens to everything being computer code, we are going to dive into the top 5 craziest scientific theories about space. And I promise you, this will force you to rethink everything you know about the universe, especially the last theory. So let's jump straight into it. The simulation theory. Are we living in a video game? If you put on a VR headset, you are suddenly inside a completely different world. A world that seems so real that your brain forgets it's fake. Now imagine if our own universe worked the same way. That is the essence of the simulation theory. The idea that everything, stars, galaxies, even you and me, could be part of a massive computer simulation. This theory isn't just a sci-fi fantasy. Neil deGrasse Tyson, one of the most respected astrophysicists, has admitted that it's hard to completely dismiss the idea. Billionaire Elon Musk also said that the odds we are not living in a simulation are 1 in billions. So, why would serious scientists even consider this? Well, the universe follows mathematical laws with almost eerie precision. The speed of light is constant, the strength of gravity never changes. Even the fundamental particles seem to behave according to strict rules. It's almost like lines of computer code. Some researchers have even suggested that if we zoomed in deep enough into the fabric of space, we might discover what looks like pixels, the way a video game world is built out of tiny squares on your screen. Now, no one has proof of this yet, but the fact that world-class scientists are willing to entertain the idea is enough to make you stop and wonder, are we just characters in an ultimate cosmic video game? Panspermia, the theory that we are all aliens. You've probably heard that life on Earth began billions of years ago in the oceans through chemical reactions that slowly built the first living cells. But there's another theory, one that suggests we might have come to Earth from space. It's called panspermia, and the idea is simple. Maybe life didn't start here. Maybe it came from out there carried by comets, asteroids, or even dust drifting through space. This isn't some wild fantasy. In fact, NASA has found amino acids, the building blocks of life, inside meteoroids that landed on Earth. Back in 1969, a meteoroid fell in Australia known as the Murchison meteoroid. It was found to contain over 70 different amino acids, many of which are not common on Earth. That discovery shocked scientists because it showed that the ingredients of life can survive the harsh journey through space. More recently, in 2016, researchers analyzing data from the Rosetta spacecraft, which studied Comet 67P, found evidence of organic molecules on the comet's surface. These molecules are the same type of compounds that life needs to exist. If comets and asteroids are carrying these life seeds around the universe, then maybe Earth wasn't the first place to grow life. Maybe it was just one of many. In other words, life could spread across the cosmos like pollen in the wind. And if that's true, it changes everything, because it means that when we look for life on Mars, on Europa, or on other exoplanets far away, we might not just be looking for alien life, we might be looking for our relatives. The multiverse theory. There are infinite universes. The idea of the multiverse is a scientific theory that questions what if our universe isn't the only one? What if it's just one bubble floating in an infinite cosmic ocean filled with other universes, each with their own star, galaxies, and most importantly, even their own versions of us? This comes from serious physics, the theory of cosmic inflation, which describes how the universe expanded right after the Big Bang. It suggests that other universes could have formed too, each with different laws of physics. Some versions of this theory even suggest that every choice you make creates a split, spawning a new universe. For example, in one universe, you took that job. In another universe, you moved to a different city. And in another, you never existed. NASA has even funded research into the idea of parallel universes, trying to understand whether strange signals in cosmic radiation could be hints of another universe brushing up against ours. While there is no proof yet, the concept is so fascinating that it keeps showing up in scientific debates. Now here's the fun part. If the multiverse is real, then there could be a universe where dinosaurs never went extinct, another where Earth has two suns, and another where you won the lottery last week. It's mind bending to think about, and maybe, just maybe, the universe we live in is only one chapter in an infinite cosmic library. White holes, the opposite of black holes. Okay, we all know black holes, those terrifying regions of space that suck in everything, even light, with no escape. But what if there were cosmic objects that did the exact opposite? The white holes. White holes are a theoretical counterpart to black holes. Instead of pulling everything in, they would spit everything out matter, light, energy, all blasting outwards, nothing able to get in. Think of them as cosmic fountains, endlessly pushing material into space. This idea came from solutions to Einstein's equations of general relativity. Mathematically, if black holes can exist, then white holes are also possible. Some scientists have even speculated that what we think of as the Big Bang, the explosive birth of our universe, might actually have been a white hole event. Instead of material falling into the black hole, maybe it burst out into a brand new universe. Now, no one has ever observed a white hole directly, but the fact that they naturally appear in the math of relativity means scientists can't fully rule them out. Some have even suggested that the strange bursts of gamma rays or fast radio signals from deep space could be the white holes briefly flashing into existence. It's one of those theories that makes you realize the universe is full of possibilities we've bravely begun to imagine. And now, let's finish with one of the most mysterious space theories of all the face on Mars. In 1976, NASA's Viking 1 spacecraft was orbiting Mars, taking photos of the surface. And in one of those images, something strange appeared a massive formation in the shape of human face, complete with eyes, a nose, and a mouth. The photo caused an explosion of theories. Was this just a trick of light? Or was this evidence that an ancient civilization once lived on Mars, leaving behind a monument for us to find? NASA later explained that it was a classic case of pareidolia. That's when the human brain sees faces and patterns in random shapes, like seeing animals in clouds. When high-resolution images were taken in 2000s by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, the face turned out to be just a rocky hill causing shadows. Here's the thing, even though scientists have given us an explanation, the mystery hasn't gone away. The original image still sparks debates, books, and documentaries, because deep down we all wonder, what if Mars really did once host life? What if there's more evidence waiting to be found? And while NASA has found no ruins or alien monuments so far, they have discovered signs that Mars once had liquid water, and that it may still have underground reservoirs today. That means the possibility of life, past or present, that is still on the table. So maybe the face on Mars isn't proof of aliens, but it is a reminder that our neighborhood planets hold secrets we haven't fully uncovered. So there you have it, 5 of the strangest and most fascinating scientific theories about space. I'll leave you with this question. Which one of these theories did you like the most? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.